Yo, James Gunn is hiding Wonder Woman in Superman. All right, so James Gunn has casted a famous actor, Adria Arjona, famous from, Andor, Blink Twice. He's casted her in Superman, Man of Tomorrow. And we're going to discuss whether we think she's this random, obscure character, Maxima, or if James Gunn is hiding the fact that she's Wonder Man. Some of the trades have confirmed that she's playing Maxima in the film,
Yeah.
but also some of the trades have left that a little bit unanswered. And the thing about James Gunn is that he's way different than Kevin Feige at Marvel Studios, who doesn't really address any rumors, doesn't really come out and say anything about anything. James Gunn is on threads all the time, always answering questions, always saying like, "No, this is wrong. No, this is right." You know what I mean? And basically the background of this story is that a couple weeks ago, James Gunn came out and denied a report that Deadline had that James Gunn was casting one of these actors for this role, and he came out and denied it. And then the next week, it comes out that he casted the actor in the movie that they
Mm,
said that he denied. That the
do
report that he
okay. Can
denied, he
I?
casted the actor.
Is it a? Do you think it's a conspiracy theory? Okay. This. Okay. I think I have a conspiracy theory.
What is it?
Maybe because you're saying James Gunn is active in like participating in threads. He's talking all the time. So maybe he had no plans on actually casting this person, and
Hmm.
maybe the studio was like, no, we actually are pushing for her. You should probably do that. Like, how much stock do you put into that conspiracy theory?
Not much, because it was reported like months ago that he was that Man of Tomorrow was casting like a same age as Superman woman kind of character that's gonna have like a lot to do with the film. And I'm guessing that the studio is, because of Superman's success and because of like the success that James Gunn has had, that he has like a lot of power over the
Mm,
film and that he's able to do what he wants basically until like he makes like a dud.
right. It just it. I only have the conspiracy because based off of what you said, it feels out of character for him to be like, I don't know what you're talking about, and then the very next week do the exact thing that they were talking about.
Yeah, yeah. Normally he is pretty much like right, but this is the one case where he said, like I said, he didn't know what he was talking about, but he actually was casting. And the other thing is that he hasn't really, normally, again, like I said, normally he addresses these things. He hasn't addressed Adria being casted in Man of Tomorrow like at all.
But that
Like,
I think that lends to maybe my conspiracy theory. I think I think in a regular situation, James Gunn has a lot longer leash than other directors because of who he is, what he means to DC and how they're treating him. But I don't know. It feels like maybe he wasn't as involved in this decision as we would like to think, and his silence on it after the fact, and the fact that he denied it before the announcement to me kind of lends to that conspiracy of like, this was more of a studio decision than it was a James Gunn decision.
listen, we don't know the inner workings of things, so you very
No,
well
we
may
don't.
could be right.
Yeah,
You
we
very well
don't,
may
and
could be
and
right.
we probably will never know. To be honest with you.
Yeah, yeah, we probably you're right. We probably will never know. Maybe we'll see the film and be like, you know, maybe some things, but we don't know. I do want to say that I definitely, I'm sorry, bro. There's no way you cast an actor that good. You know what I mean? Actor that good, upcoming star. There's no way you cast that lady in your film and she's not playing Wonder Woman. Like she's playing some
Right,
obscure character from the comics that like she's playing Maxima. That's what the trades are saying. She's playing like this Maxima character. Like to me
right.
personally, that's a waste of a great actress.
But don't these superhero movies outside of DC, outside of James Gunn, don't they normally like waste good actors?
They do. They do waste good actors. And you're right. You're right about that. But again, it would just be disappointing if she is playing that character,
Right.
and she's not Wonder Woman for the years to come, because I think she could do it. She could be our Wonder Woman. It would be a fantastic Wonder
Yeah.
Woman.
Yeah, honestly, I think I think if the bar is Gal Gadot, anybody could be a good
That's
Wonder Woman. I'm not gonna
I'm
lie,
saying
yeah.
Zack Snyder
The
made
bar
Gal
is
Gadot
the
seem
bar is in
cool.
hell, yeah. Yeah, the bar is in hell. Okay, well, let me ask you this: if she's playing Maxima and she's not Wonder Woman, do you have like an alternative sort of like fan casting that you would want to see?
For Wonder Woman,
Yeah,
yo, my fan casting, and this is tied to my deep, deep, deep love of Daredevil. My fan casting is the lady that played Elektra in season two, Elodie Young.
okay, yeah,
She's she has a real presence about her. And I think she'd be a great Wonder Woman. I think she'd be great.
yeah,
She also has like that
okay,
ethnic look that you want. The She doesn't look white. She looks like
yeah.
she's like some type of Greek or something like that.
Which is kind of what you want from a Wonder Woman.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, I think to be honest with you, I think I can't think of her name, but I think the girl who played Supergirl in the Flash movie, where he like went to different dimensions, I
Yes.
think she could play a good Wonder Woman if they end up casting her and putting her in that position. I think she'd
Again,
be fire.
another
But
person
she might
that
be too, she might be too old, maybe, because didn't they want somebody that was closer to Superman's, the guy who's playing
I
Superman's age? I
think
don't know how old she is.
I think you could go like mid 20s, early 30s with
Yeah.
Wonder Woman and that'd be fine.
What if they went like completely left with Wonder Woman? It's say
What
they
what do you
say
mean
they
by what do
don't
you mean by
go.
left? Like
What if they don't go the Greekish like Middle Eastern look?
do you
What
mean
if
a
they
black
do
woman?
a I was about to say, what if they do a black woman, yo? Who are we
that
fan
I
casting
would
as a
be
black woman?
I think that would be completely fine because Wonder Woman's like her origin or one of her origins is that she was made from a ball of clay by Zeus. So like with that, you can really do a lot with that. Like you don't really have to make this girl one race, you know?
Yeah,
And I don't think she's not tied to like any kind of oppression besides like just being a woman, you know?
right.
So you can definitely
So who
make her
we
black
so
for
who we doing?
sure.
I have a name in mind. If we're doing a black Wonder Woman,
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I think, and she might be too short. I don't know how tall Wonder Woman's supposed to be. Um, so that might skew
What
my
you do
answer a
want
little
your
bit.
Wonder Woman to be tall.
Do you?
Yes,
Okay.
you do want your Wonder Woman to be tall and like
Well,
strong and like
this is my Wonder Woman fan cast with some camera tricks
mm-hmm.
to make her look taller. Jamie Lawson from Sinners.
Mm, yeah, she'd be able to do it. I like that casting. You
She
know who else will
could.
be able to do it?
Who?
The girl that played Whitney Houston in that movie, in the Whitney Houston biopic.
No, I know exactly who you're talking about. She was in she was also in Blink Twice.
Correct. She was in Blink twice. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, she was also in Blink Twice. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Maybe. What if we went like super left with the black casting and picked that what's the wrestler girl? Um
Jade Cargill.
Jade? Yeah.
Yo, yo. Nah, you're blowing my mind right now. Jade
Nah,
Cargill
that
would
might
be
actually cook.
amazing.
And I think and quiet as kept, yo, wrestlers turned actors, they do a pretty good job. I don't know how much acting experience she has, but this could be her breakout role. This could be the one that we actually put her on the map and put her into that mainstream talks.
I'm with it because I don't know if you I don't know if you watched The Last of Us season 2. And I promise you
No.
I'm about to bring it back to Wonder Woman. Um but The Last of Us season 2 casted a character and her name is Abby. And in the show, while Abby is definitely like an intimidating force, the actor is like small and not really like built. You know what I mean? So there's a
Yeah.
physical presence that we're missing. I think that if you casted a wrestler who's tall, strong, built, that can stand across from like a David Cornsweet who's 6'5", whoever they're
Yeah.
casting as Batman, I think that's what you want to do because you want Wonder Woman to have the same kind of like and sometimes even more power. You want her to be able to like, maybe put a little fear into the heart of Batman. You know, you want her to be like that strong presence. So, Yeah, I think Jade Cargill is, yeah, sure. She definitely has like the body. I don't know if she can act, but I'm sure Wonder Woman is not like a hard role to pull off. People are like talking
I
about
don't
like,
think
oh,
so either.
we gotta cast like the great. You don't have to cast the greatest actress in the world to play Wonder Woman, man. It's come on,
Right.
let's be serious, bro.
To be honest with you, I don't think you have to cast like the greatest actress because if Wonder Woman appears on screen, is she ever the main focus of a story that
Is not
unless
her
it's like her
movie.
own movie? Yeah,
Um,
because I think if
I,
she shows up in a Justice League movie, like she's not enough of a main focus. And this is respectfully. I don't
yeah,
think she would ever be enough of a main focus for it to be like, yo, she did a terrible job.
yeah, yeah. Like you can make it work, you know.
Yeah.
So
And I said it earlier, I do think we are biased because Gal Gadot played her earlier. So I
yeah, it
do
was dog
think
shit.
that even if we don't want to, we can't help but kind of compare it to her what they would do to Wonder Woman to what
Yeah,
they did to Wonder Woman. So I don't know. It definitely might be a little bit biased. Maybe you do need a generational actress because they're about to like cook with her. They're about to
that
give her the
first
best
Wonder Woman movie made
monologues.
like 1 billion, right?
I think that was off of like just the strength, bro. I like cuz what sells that movie outside of being like, "Hey guys, we're DC, we're making Wonder Woman." And look what we just did with this current run of the
Yeah,
Justice
like
League.
first female led super. Because I remember Captain
Yeah.
Marvel made 1 billion off the same strength, off of just being like, okay, this is our first
Yeah, like
female
yo,
led
this
superhero movie, and it's
right.
like a
You have the
billion.
cachet of who the studio is. You have the cachet of the name, and it's like, yo, we're leveraging the fact that this is a woman lead, and you gotta show up. Cause like I keep saying, Gal Gadot did not do a good job, and she does not do a good job in any of the roles that she does. But her movie made $1 billion, so somebody
Exactly.
was watching it. You know what I mean? But my overall point was I think we're biased to the way that Wonder Woman is written and the way that Wonder Woman needs to act because she's the bar, unfortunately. I know there's a Wonder Woman from like way back in the day, but nobody cares
We
about
don't care, bro.
her. Yeah, the like Gal Gadot is the Wonder Woman. So yeah, maybe you do need to cast that generational actress to do those great monologues to bring depth to a character that we haven't seen yet.